We meet again in the Mizanice Flynn-Fletcher program after a period of aiming for something completely new. And surely the representatives are all looking to find out that the representatives are looking to thoroughly investigate Shun Ding Qin Yun, a legendary supreme treasure. The legendary supreme treasure named Shun Ding Qin Yun marked the first episode of Season 16, named after this treasure, officially opening the new generation of Mizanice Flynn-Fletcher. In this week's show we will follow 8 scenes of episode 1522, which are Del Beautiful Friendship, also known as Danny and Danielle Beautiful Friendship. This is the first episode of September 2024. In the script of this episode, it will still be the story of the great heavenly courts investigating the secret of the legendary treasure called Shun Ding Qin Yun. However, later on the story will mention the feelings between Danielle Diaz and Danny Marquez. Danny Marquez and Danielle Diaz, when they first met, were in a relationship between 2 agents. And at that time the agents wanted to recognize Danielle. This is also what Danny and Danielle brought to the table, to be able to become a wonderful friendship. Now please come to the first scene of episode 1522, to continue following the developments of the investigation of the legendary treasure called Shun Ding Qin Yun.
明目天将军树保顺庭青云。
顺庭青云光芒照耀下，一件至尊传奇宝物出现了。那也是能让天空转向光明，完成天堂微笑的东西。白玄武圣，至宝本源，能通明本质的一物是顺庭青云。很多代表都知道，顺庭青云做了一件再美丽不过的事，那就是在夜间将宝藏点亮，为天井州的代表们创造了一个美丽而明亮的现象。一件至尊传奇宝物出现，见证了顺庭青云开国传奇正式出现。宝顺庭青云向着蓝天之巅微笑的天地，能够到达太阳顶峰的一件事，同时也是能够创造出理想的光峰的一件事。每一位代表都可以在璀璨的光芒中面朝天空，天空之巅的隔膜波涛，创造出虚幻的天地之源，隔膜与万千海洋重叠，开启了和平。那才是能够找到这件至尊传奇宝物的秘密。顺庭青云是天井半岛的传奇瑰宝，除了宝藏之外，很多代表都想用新的国粹来引导光明。源泉为玄水精华代表，天水玉庭代表，玄阳天泉代表，梅兆天泉代表等众多大天庭代表发现了顺庭青云大宝的秘密。顺定青云宝藏是至高无上的传奇宝藏之一，能够达到天地巅峰，开启了顺定的传奇。此外，还有一些事情可以做，因为天井半岛的代表来自阳光，源自天地精华。这件至尊传奇宝物的烟子宗巅峰，能够衍生出全新的精华，能够瞄准几万年前遗失的宝物，这是一件很难做到的事情。
无与伦比的传奇宝藏源于海洋的波浪，代表们希望与天井半岛的代表们一起引导光明。此外，天井国的代表们也都瞄准了这件至高无上的传奇宝藏。最近，白天闪耀的顺庭青云传奇在上一集的夜晚再次出现，这是能够走向天井半岛终极传奇宝藏的基础。希望代表们都能瞄准天井半岛全新的宝藏，并有可能发现其他宝藏的秘密。
好的，代表们所希望的顺庭青云的东西我清楚了。
Through this story, we clearly see the Heaven Asian Wood General reporting to the Jade Emperor about the treasure Shun Ding Qin Yun. It is also the treasure that became the shining star in the previous episode with this treasure name broadcast last week. We will continue to follow the developments of the Shun Ding Qin Yun treasure in the next scenes of this episode, with Heaven Asian Fire General and Heaven Asian Earth General investigating the secret of Shun Ding Qin Yun. Now let's start the episode with Scene 2 of episode 1522.
Danny, it's morning now.
Danielle, it's time to express my feelings to you.
When the agents wanted to recognize Danny and Danielle, many people could see Danielle and Danny doing things together. At that time, the agents did not know what kind of relationship Danny and Danielle had. When Danny found Danielle, she could tell that the agents wanted to see how the relationship between Danny and Danielle could work out. It was incredible to be back under one roof. The most beautiful thing for both of them is that they can do that future with their representatives. That is what can reach out to them. To be able to prepare for a new elite, there is much that can be done.
Okay, Danielle. Now, let's see how Nancy feels. Nancy Diaz, let's just say Danielle and I are going to be out in the open.
Danny Marquez is about to go out with his sister Danielle to find a beautiful love with them. When Danielle first meets Danny, Nancy knows that a new relationship is about to form, as if it could start from the same place as the two representatives before more than 23 years ago. Danny Marquez and Danielle Diaz wanted to create a beautiful friendship for the agents. The agents wanted Danny and Danielle to start the magic essence from a wave of the most beautiful moments. One thing that Danny Marquez and Danielle Diaz were able to do was create a sensation like in 2001 in Japan. That is also what these two new generations will be determined to do, to be able to create a sensation, to do something beautiful for a completely new period. Previously, there were two representatives who created a masterpiece in Japan in 2001. Now, Danny and Danielle have the opportunity to create a masterpiece, opening the door to a new relationship between Danny and Danielle. Hopefully, Danny and Danielle will be able to find what could have created a legendary scene 23 years ago in 2001 in Japan.
Now, I went outside with Danielle to get a feel for what it was like. Now, where will Danielle go?
I will go to Huanjiang River.
Okay, Danielle and I will know the feelings clearly at Huanjiang River.
Continuing the program will be information about Creation Studio. As known, Mizanice Corporation has a release date for Creation Studio V 2024.7. The update will be released on September 27, 2024. It is an update similar to Creation Studio V 2024.6 but with many new features. This fixes bugs related to previous Creation Studio versions and adds some new prop templates. Representatives can refer to the Creation Studio V 2024.7 version at www.mizanice.com/creationstudio/static/index.htm. Now back to the episode with Danny Marquez and Danielle Diaz.
Danielle, this is the Huanjiang River, an area we visited in the previous episode.
The Huanjiang River is one of the rivers of the Xiancan Peninsula. It is a river that can do the unbelievable. When it comes to a new essence, the Huanjiang River can be considered a sentimental thing for Danny and Danielle. When a celestial essence does this, the Huanjiang River is something that can create a beautiful feeling for Danny and Danielle. It is also what the representatives all wish for when coming to the river of the provinces of Xiancan. The Huanjiang River flows from Jiangbao, Dayuan, and Guangchang provinces to Songming, Sujiang, and Taijiang provinces of the Xiancan state. This is also what the representatives of these provinces and cities are looking forward to.
The Huanjiang River is where Danny and Danielle talked about the Shunding Qingyun treasure in the previous episode. It is also something that can be found. With what can be done, it can also bring brightness, making a beautiful sentiment that the representatives in the Huanjiang River area can do. It is something that the representatives are all looking towards a bright future peak, bringing about something that can make an endless mystery. One thing that can be done that all representatives wish for at the Huanjiang River is to be able to create an even more magnificent and beautiful sentiment, as previous generations have done at the Huanjiang River. Following the essence of nature, the Huanjiang River is what all representatives wish for, to move towards a new essence, to be able to create beautiful feelings. The Huanjiang River is something that can lead to a new bright essence, making a beautiful relationship even better. That is what the representatives want to aim for in a river of endless waves.
A river of Xiancan Peninsula that can make a bright future, can make a beautiful feeling, towards a bright nebula, the origin of a completely new essence, make something that can make a faithful thing. The Huanjiang River is the thing that can be aimed at, that all the representatives want to make a favorable peak, open up the fortune of heaven and can lead the bright future to the representatives, one thing that all the representatives want to know. The Huanjiang River is a factor that can recreate Hang Sheng Hua Ming more than 23 years ago. It is also a factor that can create a mysterious world of mimosa, worthy of the quintessence of the mysterious water opening abyss. A beautiful thing about the Huanjiang River, that is what can bring romantic feelings on this river. A factor that can recreate Hang Sheng Hua Ming from 2001, the origin of the most beautiful legendary quintessence reappearing. The Huanjiang River is the river that is emotionally related to the representatives, and it is also something that can lead to a colorful flower, the origin of an endless legend. Hopefully, this river will bring beauty to the representatives.
Now, it's time to join Danielle in the courtyard at Huanjiang River to find out the secret of this beautiful friendship.
Continuing the program will be information about Creation Studio. As known, Mizanice Corporation has a release date for Creation Studio V 2024.7. The update will be released on September 27, 2024. It is an update similar to Creation Studio V 2024.6 but with many new features. This fixes bugs related to previous Creation Studio versions and adds some new prop templates. Representatives can refer to the Creation Studio V 2024.7 version at www.mizanice.com/creationstudio/static/index.htm. Now back to the episode with Danny Marquez and Danielle Diaz.
灵火将军如此说道。顺庭青云，传说中的至宝到底是什么？
至尊传奇宝物顺庭青云是来自天井半岛的宝物之一，它也是一个发光的宝藏，指向一个全新的精髓，代表们都可以在开放的天空中期待的事物之一。能够为天风做事，或许需要新的本质。能够瞄准的最本质的东西，就是虚幻的宝藏，是能够创造美好未来的东西的源泉。顺庭青云在夜间一度放大，这件至尊传奇宝物的传说正式解开。 顺庭青云宝是传说中的至尊宝物，源自神秘的水晶，隔膜有顺照的长康脊，纯净国粹的源头，也是曾经在夜晚点亮的宝藏。能够以传奇为目标，顺庭青云宝藏也是代表们想要的目标。顺定青云宝能引天象光，清界令万风随扬，这也是代表们的愿望。顺庭青云，传说中的至宝，可以创造辉煌的事物，神秘本质的源泉，为天景的代表带来更加美丽的东西。其中，春水精华的代表，天水预定的代表，玄阳天泉的代表，麦秋天泉的代表，以及大天定的其他代表，都想朝这件至高无上的传奇宝藏迈进。这也是代表们对顺庭青云这样的传奇宝藏的了解。这件传奇至宝给代表们带来了荣耀，他们都想找到顺庭青云宝物的精髓。这件至高无上的传奇宝物可以将全新的精华引向天空，带来可以通向光明的云彩，可以带来神秘的精华，可以创造一座城镇的积极和神圣。这也是代表们所希望的。至尊传奇宝物缔造启蒙巅峰，带来能够缔造传奇通向新本质的东西。希望顺庭青云宝藏将永远成为天景代表的怀旧记忆。
传定青云宝藏的传说在上一集中曾被夸大，可以为代表们创造奇迹。新的代表可以出现，可以使事情发生的代表，这也是可以导致趋同的东西。值得一提的是，传说中的无上至宝名为顺定青云，那是能够创造无边伟业的东西，是一朵瑰丽花朵的本源，带来能够创造太阳巅峰的东西。一件事可以创造一个照亮未来的传奇，也可以创造一个明亮的光芒，开启一个全新的传奇。能够将顺庭青云这件至尊传奇宝物提升到新高度的，就是贯穿诸天的璀璨光芒，巅峰开渊的本源。这也是代表们可以做的，为天王创造有力的光明，为位于天井半岛的代表们在走向传说中的宝藏顺丁青云时带来可以被视为美好的东西，一些东西。天井代表从来没有做过这样的事，在黑暗中出现许多有力的光芒，开始向升起的天空开启新的本质。名为顺定青云的至尊传奇宝物，是一件开启天堂、走向光明未来的虚幻宝物。顺庭青云曾在上周的剧集中点亮了夜晚，与天井州的其他宝藏相比，这也是使顺庭青云的灯光在夜间更加明亮的原因。向着新的本质，代表们都可以瞄准一线光芒，直至金泉再现。由于这件至高无上的传奇宝藏，一种新的本质可能已经出现。希望代表们能够瞄准全新的本质，为顺庭青云带来光明的未来。
谢谢玉皇大帝，希望这件宝藏能够为天定代表创造奇迹。
Through the stories of the Jade Emperor and the Fire General, we learned about the Shunding Qingyun treasure. This legendary treasure was shown in Scene 8 of last week's episode. That is also the name of the episode of this show. We will continue to follow the developments of this legendary treasure, as the Jade Emperor and the Earth General investigate the secret of this treasure in Scene 6 of the program. Now here is the weather information for this week's program. Thank you for watching the Mizanice Flynn-Fletcher program. As we all know, Danielle Diaz and Danny Marquez are coming to the courtyard at Huanjiang River. That is what the representatives are talking about secretly, to say that Danny and Danielle are having a completely new beautiful friendship compared to previous generations. Now back to the episode to see Danny and Danielle talk about their beautiful love secret.
Danielle arrived at the courtyard area on the mainland of the Huanjiang River.
A courtyard area located on the mainland of the Huanjiang River, which is also a beautiful thing for the representatives to look out for, which can lead to a beautiful feeling, bringing a wonderful thing when facing this river. The Huanjiang River is a river of favorable land. That is also what can be felt when coming to the inner courtyard on the mainland of this river. Something that can be felt when coming to an area of the Huanjiang River. It is also the courtyards located inland of this river that can do more than that. One thing that can make a beautiful feeling is one that can direct to a quintessence of heaven and earth.
Okay, Danielle is looking forward to the romance here. Danielle Diaz, how does one know when to aim for a new essence, thanks to this river?
The Huanjiang River is a legendary river, carrying the love of the representatives to the feelings of other representatives. That is opening a door for the representatives, when aiming for a newer essence that can turn the world upside down. One thing that can make a masterpiece to make a beautiful friendship is to feel the essence of the mysterious water, towards a stream of the river named Huanjiang, which was once considered a landscape. The opening of the abyss with the representatives all want to wish for, the representatives are bringing what the other representatives want to aim for. That is what the representatives can aim for, a completely new essence, when aiming for a mysterious energy opening the sky. Originating from Shunting, the Huanjiang River has become a romantic river for many representatives on the Xiancan Peninsula. It is also what the representatives bring together. Creating a quintessence in the Huanjiang River area is also something that can lead to a legend, following the natural light, giving rise to a completely new generation of quintessence that can create something new. The courtyards in the Huanjiang River area are more beautiful than the other courtyards, far inferior to the most beautiful courtyards in the Xiancan Peninsula. One thing that can be seen is that a stream of light opens the sky, giving rise to a new landscape. To be able to aim for a beautiful friendship, one needs to go to the Huanjiang River area, where the representatives can all look up to the sky. That brings a new essence, the origin of a bright essence.
Danielle, the Huanjiang River is so beautiful, providing romantic scenery for the representatives. That could create a whole new essence, the origin of a noble, heavenly essence for the Xiancan Peninsula. The Peninsula continent is the origin of the heavens, bringing a bright future to the representatives who want to start a favorable elite. The Huanjiang River is the thing that can create a beautiful feeling for Danny and Danielle. What can bring about the most peaceful things is a new essence, the origin of a harmonious opening, the wonderful harmony of gods, the origin of a bright essence. That is an element of a beautiful friendship. Bringing the bright direction to the end, the Huanjiang River is a river that can lead to favorable peak opening up the sky, bringing something that can make a legend, something that can create a more magnificent sentiment. When the Huanjiang River is a romantic scene, it can be seen that it is a perfect combination. Hopefully, the Huanjiang River will always be a place where we can find out how to create romantic feelings.
Danny Marquez, one day soon, the two will create a whole new landscape together.
Now, let's go and enjoy the beautiful friendship scene with Danielle.
Through the stories of Danny Marquez and Danielle Diaz, we can see that the emotional relationship between Danny and Danielle, whose initials are Dan-L, is also a thing that can see a scene to be able to make something more beautiful. Many representatives of the Cien can state want Danny and Danielle to move towards a beautiful friendship, when the most romantic feeling now is to watch the moonlit night, giving rise to a completely new essence. Now let's go to scene 6 of episode 1522, to return to the secret investigation of the legendary supreme treasure called Shun Ding Qin Yun, which appeared in the previous episode.
玄寿将军讲述的是传说中的至宝，叫做顺庭青云。
顺庭青云，传说中的终极宝物，是镇光宝物，能引出一片清澈的光云，是风暴的源头。对于天井半岛的代表来说，能够创造出杰作的一件事，就是瞄准一个清晰而积极的神秘宇宙，按照天空开始宇宙，瞄准一个无与伦比的虚幻世界。这件传奇般的无上宝藏曾经在夜晚被点亮，当时代表们都想瞄准一种神秘的能量，几乎没有人能想到的事情。像顺定青云这样的至尊传奇宝物，那也是能够将光明直射到天宝峰的东西。那是一座灯火通明的宝峰，是寻找这件无上传奇宝藏时可以引来的水波之源。顺庭青云宝藏的传说，代表新国粹在顺庭青云、黄花等传奇宝藏面前点燃一波色彩，全新国粹的起源。天宝，当各大天庭的代表们都想瞄准一件全新的至宝，发现浪潮的源泉，那就是名为顺庭青云的宝物的传说。传说中的至宝能改变一切，开辟出一片新的无双光明天空。顺庭青云宝碗上亮，对着有丽颜色的横花，就知道是有力阳的水晶。代表们能想到的一件事，就是天上的光。传说中的至宝顺庭青云有以下形状：顺庭青云呈六边形圆形，类似六边形。此外，终极传奇宝藏顺庭青云也有不同的颜色，白天呈现橙黄色，而深紫蓝色象征着夜晚的顺庭青云宝藏。一旦点燃，顺庭青云宝物的质量就会增加，并且宝物周围会出现一道美丽的光芒，称为顺庭青云。这正是天水预定的代表、泾河县的代表、玄阳天泉的代表以及大天定的其他代表所希望的。在此之前，天井半岛曾出现过风水水方班福泽2003年、清明玉泽2009年、电文顺宝2017年、黄河天宝2018年等传奇宝藏。黄文顺宝2019、玄武清宝2020和顺水清光2023。顺庭青云是天井半岛最新的传奇宝藏。可以说，天井半岛是代表们在追求无与伦比的神秘的同时，也能追求全新本质的地方。顺庭青云宝藏是天井国最新的宝藏，它是最新的至尊传奇宝藏新精华的起源。按照天意，名为顺定青云的至尊传奇宝物将带来引光顺潮之物、万千之物，跨越三界，走向全新的国宝。天光奇妙奥秘，开启某种可以通向天光的东西。瞄准顺庭青云这种全新的传奇宝物，就有可能瞄准全新的国宝。这件至尊传奇宝物在走向名为顺庭青云的至尊传奇宝物时，产生了一种全新的本质，能够仰望光明的天空。一件明亮的新事物会给代表们带来有利的本质。一件能够带来新的国粹宝藏的事情，正在等待着天井的代表，包括玄水精髓的代表，然后是天水预定的代表、玄水天泉的代表、梅迪欧的代表、天泉和代天定的其他代表。那也是能够通向完美天道、平阳、开天、征服巅峰、守护大地、终结世界的东西。 希望至尊传奇宝藏顺庭青云永远是天井州的至尊传奇宝藏，因为它在上一集的夜晚被点亮。
许多代表希望以无上的传奇宝物顺庭青云，形成新的天光，光明的天空之源，为天地带来伟大的光明，成为新的光明季节。想必玄水精华的代表们都对这件无上的传奇宝物充满期待。
The show will continue with the introduction of the next episode. It is called Tianguang de Fangxiang. This episode will start airing next week, August 9, 2024. In the content of this episode, there will continue to be developments related to the investigation of the secret of the treasure called Shun Ding Qin Yun. Those are the two representatives of Xianyang Tianquan, Maiyang and Taidong, as well as the representatives of Tianshui Yuding. The episode then follows Linda Flynn as she looks to a new elite to guide her to the crown, while Danielle Diaz, Nancy Diaz, and Danny Marquez deliver the news to the representatives of the Xianyang Tianquan in the final scene. Now, let's go to scene 7 of episode 1522, to see how Danny and Danielle enjoy the moonlight.
Danny, it's night time, and we're watching the moonlit night.
The moonlight night scenery is something that can be looked forward to after crossing a majestic river like the Huanjiang River, is also something that can look up to the blue sky. A beautiful thing that can look forward to new horizons is a favorable illusion. One thing that can lead to favorable starlight is to be able to see the moon in a favorable yang peak. That is also what the representatives want to know about a favorable starlight, the origin of a favorable yang peak. The moon is as bright as a quintessence, is also something that can turn the sky bright when it turns into a favorable phantom star. Something that can create a beautiful friendship. We can all turn toward a mysterious bright yang, opening a new quintessence. The night with such a full moon, recreating the river of essence of the representatives, all want to make a favorable light for heaven and earth. The origin of a mysterious and deficient essence, bringing something that can lead to a favorable future when heading towards the Huanjiang River. One thing that can direct light at a moonlit night is also something that can direct a favorable water god to other representatives. Many representatives want to direct a heavenly flower, the origin of a brilliant light, something that the Xian representatives wish for. To be able to watch the moonlit night, when the representatives all want to do something that can find what the representatives all wish for. A bright moonlit night can all lead to a beautiful horizontal flower, the origin of a horizontal wall opening up the sky. When it comes to night, seeing the moonlight can all be seen in the sky. That can create a new essence, the source of positive essence for other representatives, and the representatives all want the moonlight to be able to admire the scenery, creating romantic scenes like that.
Seeing the secret of this moonlight, the representatives all wanted to aim for a harmonious yang and color essence, the origin of a brilliant yang and mysterious water essence. When the moonlight night at Huanjiang River all brought harmonious colors, the yang and color shining on the sky. When looking for a secret about the moonlight in the Huanjiang River, the representatives can illuminate the heavens and earth, igniting a favorable light of the representative's essence. Many representatives of the Xian can know this secret. One thing that can create a new essence is that the representatives all want to aim for a harmonious color in azure sky, to initiate a harmonious color and cloud like the representatives in the Xian Peninsula have done. That is the way to be able to see a bright moonlit night. The bright essence when looking towards a moonlit night is what can look towards a magical world of heaven and earth, when looking towards a new bright moonlit night, opening up the source of favorable conditions of heaven and earth, bringing about what can look towards a favorable bright blue sky. In order to find out the secret of this bright moonlit night, the representatives in the Xian Peninsula all wanted to head towards a new nebula, so that they could head towards a clear light when heading towards a river like Huanjiang, opening up a new essence. The bright light of heaven, the origin of a new bright light, is what the representatives know together at the Huanjiang River. That is also what the representatives can create, a new essence, the origin of a new light when looking towards the future. A whole new essence can lead to a moonlight night light, the pure and waning light of heaven that originates a waning moonlight night. Hopefully, the moonlight night will bring about something that can create a beautiful feeling, not only for Danny and Danielle, but also for other representatives.
Now we return to the area to meet Nancy Diaz again, closing out the beautiful feelings.
At the end of the program will be information about the special version in Singapore. As known, the special version in Singapore has 40 episodes. That will be: the first episode airs on August 31st, 2024. The 40th and final episode of the special version airs on October 16th, 2024. The show is currently set to premiere on August 31st, 2024 on Mizanice Television 1 in Singapore. Episodes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 will air for this year's Singapore special from September 2nd to September 7th. All episodes of this year's Singapore special will be broadcast on Mizanice Television 1 in Singapore, every weekday except Sundays. In addition, representatives can also visit the official homepage for the special edition at www.mizanice.com/static/mizaniceflynn/singapore2024.htm. These sites are accessible worldwide, but the content for this special edition is only available in Singapore. Hopefully, this special edition will be as successful as the special edition 2 years ago in China. Now please watch the final scene 8th of episode 1522, concluding the beautiful love story for Danny and Danielle.
Danielle has returned to the representatives area.
One thing that cannot be foreseen when heading towards a beautiful feeling, and then opening up a bright future for the representatives. One thing that can be felt after the trip with Danny about our beautiful friendship. Beautiful love is something that can lead to a bright future, bring about things that can lead to a bright future, open up new paths, and welcome things that can lead to a bright future.
Now I'm going to go see Nancy Diaz again to know how beautiful the relationship is between Danny and Danielle. Nancy Diaz tells how beautiful and epic the things Danny and Danielle did were.
Danielle Diaz and Danny Marquez both came to the Huanjiang River, which is what can lead to a clear and bright future, a favorable origin for a nebula, and the representatives of the Xian can state all know what a beautiful feeling is. To do this is not easy. It is necessary to do better than other representatives. Now, Danny and Danielle do even better. They have done something that is unimaginable, which is to recreate the beautiful love of 2001. A bright future awaits Danny and Danielle. That is also what the representatives want to aim for: a favorable light, a favorable source of weakness and enlightenment of the positive, the beginning of a new essence.
Nancy Diaz on how Danny and Danielle usually enjoy the night.
Danielle and Danny both often love the beautiful night because the night is the most beautiful for Danny and Danielle. That is also what the Xiancan representatives know when aiming for a favorable starlight, bringing something that can aim for a new essence. One thing that can make a beautiful night is to aim for a perfect quintessence, to inspire a perfect legend. That is what Danny and Danielle believe is the most beautiful night. In addition to the above, Danny and Danielle can both welcome the new essence of light. That is what can be known when looking at the bright moon. The source of love is more beautiful than before. One thing that can make a masterpiece for the representative. All want to aim for a beautiful horizontal flower, the origin of a favorable and defective double bright. That is what can be known with a bright moonlit night. It is important to know that Danny and Danielle often prefer the night to the day. That is also what the representatives wish for when aiming for a favorable light. The origin of things that can make a favorable peak, opening the mysterious universe. Through their trips to the Huanjiang River area, Danielle Diaz and Danny Marquez have both brought with them a beautiful feeling that is more than boundless light, the origin of an extremely precious convergence of essence, something that shines smoothly and naturally, something that can lead to a beautiful shining night. That is what Danny and Danielle can lead to, something that can create a new essence, the beginning of a new peak. Hopefully, Danny and Danielle will always be a beautiful friendship.
Now I'm going to go to Danielle Diaz. Look back on the trip with Danielle to make memories of a beautiful friendship. Danielle Diaz. How do you know love?
Danny and Danielle made a beautiful love at Huanjiang River, and then made a beautiful love when looking at the bright moon every day. That is what can be aimed at a bright peak of each new essence. That is what all representatives wish for. What the representatives can do is what the representatives can aspire to, a source of quintessence. It is also what the representatives can aim for, a mysterious energy that is enlightened, a sacred illusion that is favorable to light. One thing that Danny and Danielle care about is that the night is the most beautiful at this time. That is also what Danny and Danielle have a beautiful relationship with their representatives, and a night can make something shine even brighter. While the other agents all know the day, Danielle and Danny both know the night better than the day. That is what the agents all want to know, the feelings of those two agents, bringing about something that can lead to an elite advantage. The romance between Danielle Diaz and Danny Marquez is not only beautiful, but it's even more beautiful at night. A bright future awaits us, and we wish Danny and Danielle all the best.
Danielle, now that the love is over, let's come back together tomorrow so we can move forward to a new beautiful love life.
So this week's Mizanice Flynn-Fletcher show concludes with a conversation between Danny Marquez and Danielle Diaz, two representatives who appeared in this episode. First, let's invite Danny Marquez to the conversation.
First of all, thank you to the representatives who completed the episode. Danielle, beautiful friendship. Thanks to this, the representatives were able to go further, thanks to the beautiful love between Danny and Danielle. The most beautiful love story between Danny and Danielle becomes even more beautiful when a scene appears at night. It is the bright moonlight, the origin of a mysterious essence that all Xian can representatives wish for. The essence shines with the representatives. Many representatives want a harmonious flower, the origin of a harmonious triple light, the origin of a harmonious peak, and the origin of a beautiful love between Danny and Danielle. The show's producers have had something to fix the animation errors, bringing about something that could open up something that the representatives could wish for that beautiful love story between Danny and Danielle. As a representative of the program, the representatives all want something that can take the program to the next level. Goodbye, representatives. Hope to see you again in the next episode.
Now let's invite Danielle Diaz to the discussion.
First of all, thank you to the representatives who completed this episode. It is an honor to be able to come to the Mizanice Corporation D4 studio. It is an honor to come to the Mizanice Flynn-Fletcher program. One of the most popular scenes was the 5 scenes involving Danielle and Danny, called Dan-L, which were Scene 2, Scene 3, Scene 5, Scene 7 and Scene 8. One thing that can be seen is that the representatives all want to do things together. One reason why Danny and Danielle can create a beautiful relationship is because of the light from the night, and the Huangjiang River can also create something that can be considered even more beautiful than the previous representatives. Thanks to that, Danielle and Danny were able to adapt to the night light. Danielle and Danny often liked the night as the most beautiful. Thanks to that, there were many beautiful feelings that other representatives were looking forward to. We would like to thank the representatives who completed the episode related to Danny and Danielle with a good memory. We will see each other again in the next episode. Thank you to the program production team.
Thank you to the 2 representatives for the interview. As you know, we would like to invite you to look forward to the next episode, Tianguang de Fangxiang, which will air on September 8, 2024, to learn more about the secret of the Shunding Qingyun treasure and the story of the Heavenly Court. Thank you for joining us on the Mizanice Flynn-Fletcher show this week for the past 45 minutes. Please stay tuned for more updates on Mizanice Television. Goodbye and see you again.
Danny Marquez, beautiful sentiment is doing a thing for representatives, and together towards a future.
One thing that leads to a romantic scene is the thing that can lead to a beautiful scene, the origin of harmony. Carrying the essence of the mysterious water, also mentioned when aiming for something to be able to create a bright enlightenment.
An endless scenery awaits the representatives, and waiting for the representatives all want to head to this Huangjiang River, bringing about the possibility of favorable weather as they wait together on the moonlit night. Hopefully these 2 representatives will be able to look forward to an enlightening scene like Dan-L.